Well, good evening and welcome to my Psychic Connection. I'm your host, Journey Ryan. How's everybody doing tonight? I see we got lots of people here, so let's let everybody get in here, guys. You know how we do things. We call out your name. When we call out your name, we're going to call it the first one. That's the person that needs to get their question ready. The second person needs to be getting that question ready because we're going to call out two names at a time. We're going to give you 30 seconds to respond. If you don't, we go ahead and move on to the next person. If by any chance I'm already moved on to the next name, know that you can get your name put back on the list. So please be listening for your name. That's why we call two at a time. That way, all you got to do is hit send when I say get that question ready. All right, guys, we are going to be donating for Toys for Tots tonight. So $1 of every donation is going to go for Toys for Tots. I am going to tell you guys this. Do remember that we have two different types of jumps. One's going to give you 5-minute read, and the other one is unlimited. The first one that's a 5-minute read is the smaller donation. That's all you will get. That does not include a mediumship. If you want to get a larger read, you have to go to the mini read / mediumship in order to get a mediumship question answered. I will not answer a mediumship on the 5-minute one. So please don't try to sneak those in, because that's not how that works. We're going to keep checking a look and taking a look, guys. Our free readings are 2 minutes long. So when the reading is over, you'll hear this. That means the reading is over. There will be no more information gathered after that about your question. We may talk a little bit afterwards about it because I'd like to talk a little bit more over things, and but I won't be answering any more questions to your question. So if you hear this, that means we've gotten a donation. So then we'll put up the what we also call the jump. So we got two different types of jumps. I hope everybody's ready. I know everybody is ready to start this week. Guys, don't forget tonight, after my show, we also have another show. Emma Rose will be on at 12:30, so about 30 minutes after this show, depending on how long the show goes. We are going to rock this show for the first hour. If it's going well, it will continue. If not, it will end at the hour mark. So that's what it Victor, you said that I jumped and sent 10. Can I send another 10 to have it unlimited instead of a 5-minute? You mean you've already jumped currently? Because I'm going to take a look here at the jump list. Because if you've already jumped and want a longer reading than the 5 minutes, to add to it, you can do so to make it. Okay, I do see where you have jumps. Yeah, you can add to that, okay? If you want to get the longer read, you can definitely add to that, okay? So I'm going to put you on the list. And I'm assuming you're going to add to that. That way you can get a longer reading. Absolutely, you can most definitely do that. Guys, don't forget, at the end of the show, we're going to be giving away a prize. And guys, remember, for somebody who's jumping the most, who's doing the most donations throughout the entire season until we get to the end of May, that's the end of season 2, before we go into our summer show, we get to the other, at the end of that, whoever has donated the most by the end of the season is up. They will be the winner of the Apple iPad that we have. And so far, guys, we've got a lot of people on that list, and they are we're neck and neck in it here. So I love seeing what I'm seeing here. Guys, we were able to donate $300 to the turkey drive to get families turkeys this month, because Thanksgiving is almost here. So let's get ready to have some fun with that, guys. And we're donating for Toys for Tots, so it's going to be awesome to be able to donate $1 of each donation to that. And guys, remember, donations also keep us here and keep us doing the show. So I know Victor said that he was sending another 10, so let's go ahead and check that while we are here. And guys, I'm here with my lovely assistant and question reader of the night, Billy. What's going on, Billy?
Hi, how you guys doing? Happy to be here.
All right, good stuff. I'm so glad you are here. Then you get to read the questions, and I don't. All right, so checking out the list so far and what I'm seeing here, I need Victor to go ahead and throw us his question. Victor, you are up first, and then Eeyore, get your question ready. You are on the list. So I'm going to need Victor to throw us his question. And then, guys, since Victor is a donation. All right, good stuff. I'm loving it already. Starting it off right off the bat. Let's do this. Victor, you are up, sir. Tina M., I seen you donated for a 5-minute read. You are on the list, sweetheart. So get your question ready. You'll be after Victor. All right, guys, we're just waiting on Victor to go ahead. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe. I want to see those emojis. I want to see those thumbs up. I want to see them hearts, happy faces. Let's go. Let's see them, guys. I know that you guys can do it. Let's share this. Let's share this show with everybody that we can. All right, here we go, guys.
Okay, so Victor's here. I'm just curious as to what you see in this relationship and what's coming. Things to look out for or to work on. I'm currently in, we aren't officially dating, but I basically already moved into with her. Okay. Moved into her house, and we're kind of moving fast and should probably slow down, but she really feels like home to me. Like this is it. She's the one. Doesn't mess it up. I honestly don't know if I'll ever feel this way again, and it's kind of scary. I haven't felt the things I felt with her in almost 5 years, and I don't want to ever miss out on this kind of love.
It's a long question. Sorry. It's okay. So, Victor, when it comes down to this whole situation, I think it's great that you feel this type of way and the energy is strong, and I feel as though that you should probably pull it back a little. Don't do it in a way that's too much, too quickly, but pull it back some. Living under the same roof, I don't feel that you are definitely not ready for that. Absolutely do not move in. You should not be moved in. This is not the situation that you are trying to get to just yet. Yes, I get it. You want love. You want it to be strong. You want to feel great. And I'm glad that you feel good about it. But if you move too quickly, you guys are going to get uncomfortable quick, and then you're going to be out of the situation. And then all of a sudden, your heart's going to be broken. Victor, you just went through something that was very tragic. You lost your father. And because you lost your father, your energy is needing to find a void to feel love and do things like that and try to, make things happen for you. But I'm going to tell you right now, moving too fast, too quickly, you need to make sure you can put on the brakes, dude. Because I'm telling you right now, I am not seeing this to be a good thing. I see the girl that you are falling for at the moment, as you said, you guys are not officially together and you're already living under the same roof. You're not even together. That's kind of crazy.
Victor says it's very intense and strong, and I'll take a few days home so that doesn't happen and slow the roll a bit.
Right. So slowing the roll a little bit, absolutely. The thing is that when it comes down to you and the energy that I see circling you and the way things are, yeah, I mean, this is a great relationship. It can build up to something great, but you're not, and I'm going to repeat this again, you are not together yet. You guys have not made it official. So to live under the same roof before you guys even made the relationship official, that's like marrying somebody without knowing them. Why would you do that? Get to know the person first. Don't live together and then just automatically assume this is relationship. You guys haven't even had that talk. Yeah, it's intense. It's fun. It's always intense. It's always fun at first. But then all of a sudden you do one thing and it starts to drive her crazy, but yet she's not mentioning because she doesn't want to hurt your feelings. And then boom, turns into this great big fight. Not one you were expecting. And then you're like, oh shit, what happened? Did I move too fast? Boom. Now the love that you were feeling is gone. And then there's the pushing you away. I'm also going to say this, and not to hurt your feelings or try to make it sound like she doesn't want to be with you or she doesn't care for you. But I can say this. The energy that I see circling around her still has energy connected to her ex. She is not over her ex. She does like spending her time with you. And I get that. But the connection with her ex is strong. Is there kids? I keep seeing kids circling you. Well, technically her, not you. Because I keep seeing that.
Victor said, I said I love you a few times, and she said, don't say it. It yet. We don't know each other, but this morning on her way to work, she let out a quiet I love you.
Yeah, see, even like when you said the little cuteness of the quiet I love you, how can you love somebody this soon? I'm sorry, but it's not really there. The feelings are great and it makes you want to love the person, but I'm not saying this as a bad thing. I'm saying this so you get an idea.
Victor also says, I know her about her ex, and she has some people she's got to cut off.
Yeah, but she's still connecting with them.
No kids, but I've been busy with her, and it's a possibility.
Yeah, you should probably slow your roll, like completely. This, Victor, you're like, you got drunk and you're driving and you're not driving with your hands, you're using your feet. You need to slow it down, dude. You're going to slow it down. I hate to say this, but your track record isn't great from the past either. And you've done the same thing in the past. And what happened in the past? It's the same thing that's about to happen to this relationship. She's in a vulnerable position. She is still mourning the ex, like she still has feelings there, even though that she doesn't want to be with them. So
Victor also says, saw her Snapchat tonight while she was sleeping. Kind of sketched me out.
the thing about it is that you guys aren't ready to really commit to this relationship as of right now. And that's the part that sucks. That's the part that's going to hurt you. So, because you're going all in, like, you're like, balls to the wall, buddy. Let's do this. Let's do this. And you're not ready for that. You're not ready for it yet. Neither is she. Now, if you guys can take this day by day, step by step, and build on it, then yes. The I love you is like telling your friends, hey, love you, man. That's about as far as that I love you is. It's not like, I love you, I care about you. You know, with me and my partner, when we got together, we did not actually say those words until we were 6 months to a year in. It took us that long. We wouldn't say it to each other. I care about you. I care about you too. That's where we were. I'm not saying that all relationships have to be like that, but this one is way too fast. Way too fast.
Victor also says, I'm ready. I want this. I want to commit. Let's go.
You know
And he
exactly.
also says, yeah.
But the thing is that even though this is something you want, you cannot go in blindly, because then what you're doing is you're putting forth all your time, all your effort, all your energy into something that could possibly backfire. And then who gets hurt at the end? Victor does. Victor gets hurt. Because what, and I'm not saying that she's going to, but the possibility is high. Victor, there's a 65% chance, and I'm going to just give it to you in percentages. I hate using percentages. There's a 65% chance that she's going to meet up with her ex and be with him. I don't want you to get hurt, so that's why I'm telling you the way I'm telling you. That's why I want you to slow it down and get to know each other. That way she doesn't feel like she's going to hurt you, and you're not going to hurt her.
Yeah, Victor says I'm going to get hurt. Thank you. I like percentages. I think she did tonight at a bar.
Yeah. I didn't like the percentage. And I know that they're talking. And I know it's not over between the two of them. And you having your stuff there or moved in, buddy, please pull your stuff back. Start backing out. Start backing out. Not saying to end it. Just say, hey, you know what? I've been thinking. I feel like I'm rushing. I want to do this the right way. Start taking back your stuff, because honestly, I feel like he's going to be there. I don't know where you are tonight, but I can tell you he is going to make his way back there, and you will be there if you're there all the time. I see him coming, and I don't feel that they're done. Even though that this is a great connection and she's needing someone right now, I kind of feel as though that she's just giving him time to figure out what he wants. And then all of a sudden, you ever heard what the rebound is? That's the rebound. You're right. Technically, right now, you're a rebound.
Victor also says, should I tell her it's me or him, or should just shut up and not say anything and just back out?
Victor, when it comes to the ultimatum,
Victor also says, I am at the house. She's sleeping.
right, but the thing is that he's going to come back around.
And he also says, I'm the rebound. Yikes.
So she just got out of this relationship with him. She felt comfort with you. I know you're aiming and willing to please, so I know your energy on that. And you always want to please people. That's what she got excited about. But here's the thing. That doesn't change the way she feels for the other guy. And right now, she hasn't had enough time away from him to actually feel like she needs to get away from him. And that she continues to keep, having these feelings until she realizes it's 100% over. She's got to feel the 100%. And unfortunately, she's not feeling that 100%. She's not there yet. That's why I feel like if you pull it back for now and allow yourself to open up slowly rather than full force.
Victor says, can you possibly tell me his name or a letter?
I'm not sure his name, or I would have said it. The only thing about it is I'm seeing the ex's energy. That's all I'm seeing, is the past love's energy is there. If I had a name, I'd give it to you, but I don't have a name. So the thing about it is that there is another guy that has been waiting for those two to break up as well, but she's not really giving the time of day, but wants to talk to her all the time, but yet she's not giving him.
Victor says there's two?
Yeah, there's two. One is a guy that she's not giving the time of day, that kind of just talks to her. She thinks he's nice, but she would never be with him. There's the ex that she's constantly just lusting over, and that's the reason why she's trying to get into that energy. So I can tell you right now, this woman is not ready for another long-term relationship. She's looking to figure out where she stands, because right now she doesn't know.
Victor says, I was saying there was, but you beat me to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured there was two.
I know.
But here's the thing. This makes you the third. This is a woman who truly does not know what she wants.
And Victor also says, I feel this is two, which is kind of why I'm scared.
Right. In order to protect Victor, I need to tell you to back away. To back away. Take your time. Tell her, hey, I need to take time with this. I don't want to ruin anything. I need to make sure that these are your decisions too. And that we're not moving too fast. Because you know what happens when we're moving too fast and we go around that corner. You can fly right off the road onto the ditch or off a cliff. Just depends on how bad the situation may be. So I want you to be careful. Doesn't mean you can't still talk to her. You can't still try to see if things are going to work. But why don't you guys work on this together? Take it slow. Take it slow. One day at a time.
Victor says, thank you. Do you know what I do that is annoying her that I'm unaware of?
It's not something that you're doing purposefully, because she does want you there, but it's being there all the time. She's not willing or ready to tell you to leave without hurting your feelings.
Victor also says, final part.
Okay. She doesn't want to hurt your feelings. That's it in a nutshell. Doesn't want to hurt your feelings, but she's still talking to the ex. There's still people around her. This is very drawn out energy, and it can hurt you if you're not careful, because she's still talking. And if you catch her talking to other people, it's going to hurt you. And that's not something that you want.
Victor also says, thank you. I also felt that, but didn't want to hurt hers and stay home.
Right. But listen, when it comes down to it, you are there. Take it day by day. You'll be able to get through this. But don't rush it. Guys, I have to say this so I can get through this show. Everybody, if you've said hi, you're on the list. I'm trying to read the questions as they're coming through. I can't because Tony has to keep replying and saying the same thing over and over and over and over. Please know that everyone is on the list and that we're going to try to get to you as fast as we can. We got quite a few people that have donated, so we're going to get to those readings before we get to everybody else's. Donations always come first, and then we'll get to the other list. So, guys, please bear with us as I try to get through this reading.
And Victor also says, thank you. I appreciate everything. I felt some of this, but needed more confirmation. You're always on point, and I appreciate you.
Thank you, Victor. I appreciate it, man. Hang in there. If you need me, you know how to get in touch with me, and we will talk this through. We will walk you through your path that you need to go down. I know this is a hard road. I know that you want love, but you want it for the right reasons, not the wrong ones. We'll get through it. This doesn't mean it's over. Just give it time, buddy. Give it time. I know you want it that so badly, but you can't be like, you know that cartoon? I think it's the Bugs Bunny cartoon. Billy, you've seen the Bugs Bunny cartoons, right?
I have.
You know the great big giant orange guy with the big eyes, and he's like, I will love him and squeeze in him. I will call him George.
Yes.
That's what you do to your relationships, Victor. You can't love them and squeeze them, and then you squeeze them until he don't move no more, do he? You know, you don't want that type of relationship. You don't want to smother them. Says I'll do that. All right. Sorry, Billy. I'm so used to doing
okay.
that. So, just know, Victor, I mean, love is great, and I know that you want it badly, and you can have it, but don't push yourself out of the equation. You don't want to be your own, you don't want to sabotage your own relationship. All right, Tina M. We got a 5-minute read with Tina M. Go ahead, Tina, throw us your question. Veronica, you are next on the list. Get your question ready. And guys, these are our people who are donating to our list. Guys, so far we've got $94 going to Toys for Tots. We're going to try to make that much more, and we're really excited about donating to everybody. All right. Victor, you don't have to record it. It actually is on YouTube and Facebook at any point in time. If you ever want to go back to it, you can always go back to it. Just remember what time you were on. And you were the first read on today's date. So remember that next time so you don't have to waste up your memory. All right, let's go. We got Tina. Billy.
All right, so Tina here. What is going on with this connection with D? We have had some disagreements, and I feel him pulling away.
Well, it's right about you were like right at the disagreements. The disagreements is something that is making him pull back. It's making him feel some type of way. But the reason the disagreements are happening is because he's not ready to open up as much. And when he starts feeling certain emotions, he pulls back. He's not ready to share emotion. He's not ready to put forth emotion just yet. Tamika, we got you, girl. Just know that I'm seeing that all the energy that's going on between the two of you is going to get better. I do feel like, yes, he's going to pull back a little bit. Then he's going to come forward. He's going to take 1 step forward, 2 steps back. He's going to keep doing that for just a little while until he can find his comfortability. Once he finds himself to be comfortable, and then boom, he's going to open up. He's going to be like, here you go. I got this. All right. Then you're going to be like, holy shit, what is this? Are you giving me all this energy? Yeah, I mean, the energy is there. He's giving it. He's ready to move it forward. He's ready to, get things done. He's ready to take it to the next step. But don't move. And this is also what I was telling Victor. Don't move too quickly. You yourself need to take a step back. Don't put too much energy into it just yet. Let him make the next move. Kind of follow his lead right now, because you're not the one who is fearful. It's him. Yes, you are fearful of getting hurt because you feel him pulled back, but that doesn't mean that you need to be fearful because he's not putting forth the energy just yet. Doesn't mean he doesn't want to. It just means that he's scared and he's not ready to connect with that energy yet.
And Tina also says, yeah, that's what he is doing, changing when I least expect it.
Because he starts to feel that type of way. So when he's feeling like, there's emotion, and then there's this small amount that you put forth.
I'm so sorry. Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, he made a comment, and I wasn't in control of this.
Right. So so you're having a good time, everything feels right, and then all of a sudden he's feeling way too good. He's like, oh, this feels so great, and then all of a sudden, what comes sneaking in that back door? Love. It starts to creep in just a little bit. And he's like, whoa. I'm not ready for you to be back here. You're in the wrong store. Go, wrong door. Get out. So what does he do? He backs up. He gets nervous. He's like, I'm not ready for that energy. Stay the hell out. I'm not ready for you yet. And it's not you particularly. It's love. I'm not ready for love yet. Why? I've been hurt. I was damaged. I've had bad things happen to me. I'm not ready for those things to happen. So he's not ready to shift gears and go into that type of emotion because he's not ready for it. He got hurt. I'm talking to like this man crying hurt. That's how hurt he was. He put too much energy into a relationship that wasn't worth the shit.
Tina also says, read that
one.
She said yes, and with laughing emojis.
But the thing about it is Tina, is that he does care for you. He does have those emotional attachments to you. And he doesn't want to move them too quickly, but at the same time, he can't help himself. So he gets in his head. He starts laughing. He starts moving forward. The energy starts to feel good. So that's where he's at. And when he gets too comfortable, it scares the shit out of him. But that will slowly stop. It's not as bad come later on. So I would say give it like 2 weeks. And then after those 2 weeks, he'll be able to allow more time with you without pushing back. And then he allows more time. So he's slowly going to let you in the fold. So don't worry. You guys will have this relationship. This isn't one that you're going to waste your time on. It's not one you're going to waste your time on. But if he feels like you notice that he's backing off and you're trying to find out what's wrong, he's going to be out of there. So don't try to ask. Let him lead. Just kind of take a step back. Say, all right, I'm going to wait on this one. I'm going to let him make the decisions. I'm going to let him make the rules for now.
And Tina says, okay, thank you as always.
You are welcome, Tina. Girl, I got your back. Remember, cheerleader here. We will kick ass, take names, and keep walking down that pike there, honey. Thank you so much for your question. All right, guys. You got the first one. Was the mini read / mediumship read. That is the bigger donation. And then this donation you just seen was the 5-minute one. So it was really great that you guys got the opportunity to see what those types of reads look like. And, with the bigger read, you get more time depending on how long it takes to get the message out. So there's no timing on the other ones, but the smaller donation is a timed read. Free readings are 2 minutes long. All right, guys, what we're going to do next is I'm going to need Veronica to get her question ready. Veronica, I will take your question right after the break. So, Veronica, get your question ready. LaDonna, you're right after Veronica. Girls, get those questions ready. We'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned, guys.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, I don't know why Billy is on the other side, but okay.
I'll take it over.
Billy, you stick over there for a minute. All right, so thank you, Tina. I hope that helped. All right, so I need Veronica to go ahead and throw us her question. Veronica, you are next on the list, and then LaDonna, you got a 5-minute read. You will be right after Veronica, so get that question ready, LaDonna. Guys, we got quite a few people on here, so we're going to try to get to you as fast as we can. I've got everybody who's jumped on this list. Hannah T., you donated on Friday. I didn't know if that was just for the charity or what. So let me know what that was for, so that way I know how to take care of this situation over here. All right, I need Veronica. Veronica. What's Veronica's last name? Munns? Veronica Munns? Oh, Ronnie.
All right, Ronnie here. Connect with friends who passed long ago, thinking of him a lot.
Okay. Ronnie, I'm going to need a name, and that I need to be able to connect to whoever it is that you're thinking about. That way I can find out, because you have more than one spirit that circles you right now. I'm seeing two women that circle you and a gentleman that circles you as well. So you have more than one spirit that circles you. So let's go ahead and give me a name so I can see if I can connect to that person particularly. And see what messages. I'm seeing something about humor, missing energies. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different things. David.
David.
Okay, so with David, the energy, I'm trying to collect, because I have a woman talking about getting some things in order, seeing something about wanting to protect you, feeling like there are women in your circle that are not exactly being truthful right now. So be careful as to what's being said, and take what's being said with a grain of salt. This is what one of the women that was saying prior. Her message was louder before we connect with David. I'm trying to connect with David. David talking about the same thing. Also talking about knowing that you guys have been connecting a lot. Were you and David in a or wanted to be in a romantic energy? Because I feel that this almost feels like a romance, but I don't feel the connection 100%. So that's why I'm trying to pick that up as to why. But David's talking about doing things for yourself. Why are you kind of pulled back here recently? He says hermit. Keeps talking about being a hermit and not being yourself. He's just kind of closed off, not being the way that you need to be, not putting yourself forward, saying that you're in a place of sadness versus one of happiness, which David would actually bring forth and give you that type of happiness. He's talking about many things with you. I'm looking to see if you're going to comment on the thing about the romantic energy, because it seems more romantic, but it didn't show that it was fully connected in that way.
Ronnie says, platonic friend, but I write funny stories. True, I need to get out more.
Well, the funny stories, he said that you were funny. He talked about, he's not really talking about the stories themselves, like writing stories. He wasn't talking about that side of you, but he said that you were a funny person. He said that you were a true person, but I do feel as though that you need to get out more. He says that you're a little bit sadder today than you are, you normally are. You're not as funny, as cheerful as you once were. And I feel like he wants you to do that. I think that's going to help you with your writing funny stories. And, the good friendship is there. He's always there. He tries to give you signs all the time. Puts things in front of you that would be funny to you. A connection only the two of you would have and would make you guys laugh. Can also be quite serious.
Ronnie also says, we laughed a lot. True.
But he wants you to, remember the funny times and remember about going out. He's trying to show you signs because he's trying to cheer you up, making you look at commercials differently or think differently about certain things. He says that, you've kind of pulled yourself away from the world. He says you're feeling a lot of, I don't know if you're watching the news a lot, something that's kind of bringing you down. He says you need to step back from those things that are bringing you down and allow yourself to watch maybe a funny movie or, go out and do something that brings you some type of happiness. He says there's many things that she wants to buy. She picks them up. She looks at them. She'll even put them in her cart. Then she'll take it off the shelf. I don't need that. He says, buy you something that makes you happy. He goes, you used to shop and it used to make you happy, and that hasn't seemed to be bringing you that kind of joy here recently. He says it's time to go make yourself feel good, and it's time to go have a cup of coffee with a friend, go for a walk, do something, get out of the house. He says people bringing their problems and their drama, don't allow them to bring that energy to you right now. You cannot handle it. The reason you're thinking about him is he's thinking about you too. He's there. He's trying to give you those signs. He's trying to cheer you up. He says he's worried about you.
She says that's absolutely right.
He says he's trying to... There was a nickname he gave you. He gave you a nickname. It's a cute little nickname. And he says he's trying to get it to where you hear that nickname. And you're like, also going to remember him by that. And he said that he's trying to get it to come out. He's had a hard time doing it, but you've gotten names close to it. The thing about it is that, you know, you were his friends. He said he's going to be there for you. He sticks by your side. He says, cut the drama out. Don't let these women in. Don't let the people with the drama in. He says that includes family. I feel like family is very dramatic right now. This will clear itself up, he says. But right now, just stand back, let everybody attack each other, and then go, damn, that was a mess. And then leave it at that. But he's a funny guy. His energy is all about making sure he protects you. He seems like a very guarding friend. And I can tell you right now that he sends his love to you. But not only does he send his love, he's sending his laughter, his light. He's trying to make sure that, you know, he's trying to motivate you to go outside, even if it's just to go outside. So she's spending too much time indoors. She's not getting any daylight. She's, you know, staying up later than she used to. He's saying a lot of different things. Your whole routines have kind of changed, and that has a lot to do with sadness stepping in. He says, don't let the sadness step in. It's going to keep you from the funniness. It's going to keep you from laughing. It's going to keep you from being the spirit I know you to be. He goes, I'm the one person that knows you better than anyone else. He said, I am the one person that made you laugh. We knew each other's sense of humor. We knew what one would think if the other one saw it. That's just where... Go ahead.
Ronnie also says, wow, you are good. I needed to hear this.
He's just wanting to make sure that you are here and that you are enjoying what time we have on the earth. We're not here forever. There is a time limit. So let's go ahead and get the best of what we can get out of this life. So when you join me in the afterlife, we've got another life. So I can tell you the ropes, the tricks, the trade. So you know how to communicate with family and those that you need to when it becomes your time to do so. He says, I want you to be happy, but your sadness is taking over that happiness. And not only are you good with, let's say, writing was a good thing, but you are crafty as well. There are certain things about you. He keeps talking about crafts. That's how he's showing it to me. Crafty. I don't know if that's decorator or whatever he's got going on. He says, but you were always good at it and you've stopped. You need to get back into doing something. You need to get back to your hobbies. He says, you know, you're going to work yourself to death working with all these people's emotions. You're going to get whiplash, girl. Back away from the drama. Their mood swings are going to give you whiplash, and you don't have a neck brace. And I'm not carrying that big old head. That's what he done said. He's cracking me up over here. But the energy that I see circling it, what I see with him is that he's always going to be with you. He's saying, I'm always going to be with her. You know, she's got family on this side. They care about her. They're worried about her as well. But we also want to see her get back to her roots, get back to her happiness, get back to her craft. They keep saying it. Not the only spirit that's saying to get back to your craft. You used to be everyone's kind of like joy. When someone was down, you could bring laughter and you would cheer that joy, right? You know, get rid of the sadness and bring forth the joy. But now you're the one with sadness and no one's giving you any joy. It's a lot to deal with. Ronnie, this is a lot on your plate, but you need to start stepping out that comfort zone and start going in the direction you need to, because this is not you. He said, this is not you. You're not even being yourself right now. It is time for you to take back. What did he tell you? Grab life by the balls. Do what you've got to do for you. Make life fun again. He says, you've lost that. Just because I'm not physically there doesn't mean I'm not spiritually there. And it's time for you to move forward.
Ronnie also says, this has been great. Thank you. Thank you. I am going to change.
Good stuff, Ronnie. If you need anything, honey, you can always find me on the website or here on the show. I'll be more than happy to talk and connect with David. He has a great soul, and might add him to my collection because he's pretty funny. He's a pretty funny guy. But thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate it. All right, LaDonna, go ahead and throw us your question. You were next on the list with a 5-minute read. So, LaDonna, go ahead and throw us that question. And Unique, you will be right after LaDonna. So let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep it going. We got a lot more on that list.
All right, so LaDonna here. Why does Mike want to see me, and why does Mike want to come and see me? What would this be, long visit, if I agreed to let him come over? And is it because he wants to see me, see where the heart is? Thank you. I appreciate all so much.
All right. So, LaDonna, when it comes down to the situation and everything that what you're feeling when it comes to Mike, yeah, I can feel the caution. You're like, what does this mean? Is there something going to happen? Hang on, I got to move my chair. Adjust that there. I feel like I'm laying backwards. But LaDonna, I can tell you right now, you need to let Mike come forward. Mike has some things that he would like to get off his chest. Mike wants to talk about a few things. Mike wants to kind of open up, and they can only do so in a personal setting. Can't do it in text, can't do it over the phone, can't do it on video chat. Not the same. Mike feels that he needs to be able to, move things forward, and this is his way of doing so. And if he doesn't do it this way, nothing will ever come of this situation. He needs to do it in person. This means Mike's going to move himself forward, but first, not before he digs himself a hole first, then tries to climb back out of that hole, and then tries to climb up from there. So kind of good that he's getting this done in person, because had this been over the phone, has it been in text, you would not respond, or, he's got a lot on his chest that he needs to get off. And I definitely feel that you and Mike need this, whether you decide that you want to move it forward or end it completely, because it's showing me here the choice is yours. Are you and Mike currently not together right now? Because it's showing the energy wants to be together, but it's not quite together. Waiting on that response from LaDonna. Guys, we're having a great night so far. We're going to keep it moving here. And I don't know if... Did Hannah T ever respond to that message there, Tony? No, he has a girlfriend. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Is that he wants to be together, but you guys aren't quite together. I do believe he wants to be together. And that's how I see it, because he wants to approach it differently. The girlfriend, on the other hand, will become a thing of the past. So I don't feel that you're not going to get together right away. But I don't feel that he's going to be 100% open about it. Because like I said, before he moves it forward, he's going to dig his hole first. And you're going to be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why would you say that to me? And then he's going to try to come back up from it. And you're like, oh, now I get it. Now you're trying to explain yourself. So when he starts digging his hole, let him dig it. Let him dig it as deep as he can. Let him get all the way to China. Let him dig. And then let him come back from that. He's the one that's got to come from that. He's got to open up to you. He's got to show that, hey, I want to be with you. But I got all this bullshit around me. So I need to fix it. So that's a big deal. And it affects you greatly. So if he's going through something to that extent, it's really going to cause some damage.
LaJohn also says, I don't think he is happy. So he is going to try and get me back.
That's exactly what I'm seeing. That's exactly what I see. Hannah T. Hang on, LaDonna. I got to stop this. I'm going to stop your reading because you still have 1 more minute left. Hannah, you donated on Friday. I didn't know if you donated for to get a reading or if you donated just for Toys for Tots, because it wasn't the exact amount for the thing. It was actually a little bit over. So I wasn't sure if that was just a donation for Toys for Tots or that was the donation for Toys for Tots plus you wanted a reading. And I called your name that on Friday, but you didn't respond. So I didn't know how you want to go about that and handle it, because you also jumped tonight. So we've got you on the list. That means that you've got 2 mediumship readings or full mini readings if that's the case. So let me know what you want to do about that. I'm going to get back to LaDonna's question and then we'll go from there. Okay, sweetheart? But you are on the list. I have you on here. There's a couple people in front of you though. So hang in there. All right, LaDonna. So getting back, I can tell you right now that Mike does want to be in this relationship. But I can tell you it's going to take time. It's not going to be easy. And I feel like if you want to move it forward, if you work with Mike and you talk with him, let him come to you, let him communicate what he's feeling, what he needs to tell you, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. You guys are going to be able to work it out and things are going to be good.
With me? Right.
Yes. Oh, yeah. With you, girl. I'm worried about that other girl. If it was with that other girl, I'd be like, run. Don't let that fool at your house. You don't need that fool at your house. I would tell you. It'd be like, run. I'd tell you, dump it like a safe in the seat. Kick rocks, mofo. All right. LaDonna, thank you so much for your question. I appreciate it. All right, guys, I've got quite a few more people on the list here. Hannah T, you're on here. You said that's for your mother. I'm going to mark that down as mom. And then you still have one more. I will use one of them tonight and another for another night. Is that okay? Yes, Hannah. I will have you down as a backup on there. I don't do that often. I usually just reverse it. But I'll put you on there because Faith's on tomorrow night. So I know you like talking with her too. All right. But LaDonna, thank you for your question.
And LaDonna says, thank you, right on back.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Unique Smith, get your question ready. We're going to take your question. We're going to go for a quick break because this is a longer read. So I'm going to go ahead and go to a commercial break, come back from that, and we'll go with that quick read. And then Sierra L, get your question ready. You've got a 5-minute read, and we'll get to your question right after Unique's. We'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, and we are back. All right, we got some more donations, so let's go ahead with Unique Smith. Unique, go ahead and throw me your question. You were next on the list. All right, Sierra L, get your question ready because you're right after Unique.
Unique says, when do you see me moving to Texas with custody of all 5 of my kids? Don't chew me out. LOL. I know I asked before, but I wanted to make sure my perfection spell work didn't screw up anything.
Okay. I honestly, if you ask me the same question 520 times, honey, that does not bother me. That doesn't bother me at all. I'm not the one. That's not the problem for me. The thing about it is when it comes down to getting all your kids down there, getting the custody stuff taken care of, I feel like that is all going to be within due time. From what I got with what's going on with you and what's going on with the situation, I do feel like some documentation needs to be put forth. I see that you're going to be able to move forward from this. When it actually comes to moving to Texas, we're looking at March timeframe, going into March, April, right around that time. Because you got some things that you still need to complete where you're at currently. So I feel like that the energy that I'm seeing when it comes to your kids and getting all your ducks in a row, that'll all come together.
Unique says of next year.
Right. So it's like 6 months from now, 5 to 6 months from now. That's when I see you getting out and getting everything. Basically, you're cleaning up what little bit of problems that others have created for you that have made it more difficult for you to get the things that you need to get and get them done.
Unique also says, will I move without my kids and then getting them, or will we all go at the same time?
When it comes to moving with all your kids is what I'm seeing. I didn't feel that you would leave and then come back, because to me that would cause more problems, and you don't want to move without them. I feel as though that would become a problem, and other people would get involved, and it would just be a big mess.
Unico says, my ex won't give them up because he's being spiteful. You know how evil he is.
But here's the thing about the ex. As evil as he's trying to be, no matter what he's trying to do, that's why we have this time frame of another 6 months before this all comes together. Because as we go into the month of January, I see his tie to the children getting severed. So I'm not quite sure exactly what's going on there, but I honestly believe that the energy that you guys share with these kids is going to be cut. The ties will be cut.
She also says, definitely they are my breath.
Absolutely, as they should be.
I should not be smiling this hard.
Well, good, because you should be smiling this hard. This guy's an asshole. And you don't need to be with him. Your kids don't need to be with him. I don't even know why anybody is with him. I see a woman around him, and I don't even know why he's with her. Anyway, we're not worried about him. It's the disconnect from him 100% that's about to happen next. Because the only thing that he can do right now is hold on to things to try to make your life miserable, and you keep jumping through loops. And the thing about it is there's something about what's about to come next that's going to make him want to give up. And that gives you the opportunity to win and get the hell out of there.
Unique also says, I just want what's best for them. Safety, health, love, and happiness.
So Unique, I know you want to go to Texas, and I believe it's because there's family there, and you feel that you're going to find this peace of mind, and you're going to get, all this satisfaction from moving there. Know that Texas is just a stepping stone. It's not a permanent residence. Moving to Texas keeps you there for about 2 years before you're out. You're going to leave Texas, and you're going to go somewhere else. So don't think that Texas is going to stay and be home, because it won't be.
And Unique also says, I jump over hurdles like I should be in the Olympics.
Well, girl, you're about to get your gold medal. That's what being able to move with those kids away from him is going to do for you. So you're going to be able to get out of Dodge. You're not going to have to sit there. You're not going to have to keep wasting your time, feel like you're never going to get anywhere because of him. There's a disconnect between the two, and I do feel that you're going to get past that. Yes, you may not be able to see it at this moment. That's because it's not made itself present yet. And that's why I'm seeing the time frame to be in January, when that opportunity finally, brings forth itself to the table. But it is going to take time. That's why I don't see you moving right away, because leaving can be used against you. And I don't want that to be the one thing that he's got against you.
Unique says, I could see that. If there was a shouting phrase, dance, emoji, if bounced it 1,000 times.
Yeah. The thing about it is, when it comes down to, taking care of this problem, walking away from the problem, getting yourself back together, this is all going to happen. It's just going to take time, and it's going to take steps. There's a lot of steps that need to be taken in order to get yourself to the next phase. I do believe that you're going to get what you're looking for. It's coming. You're going to have, this is going to be good for you. This is going to be perfect for you. But just know that it's going to take time. Unfortunately, there's a lot to go through first. Many steps, but don't let them steps kick you in the balls, because it's not there to stop you. It's actually there to help you, even though it's going to feel frustrating to go through it.
And Unique also says, they came down from my son's funeral and cried so hard coming back here. She meant aunts.
Okay. It really does hurt when you go through a loss like that. I know that you guys, this is an extra addition to all the energy that you're already going through currently. And I do know that you're going to open up that door. I know that you're going to get through that. Know that your aunt is staying there watching you. We've connected with your aunt through a mediumship reading. With Faith, you know me, I wait a certain amount of time just so they have their chance to cross over, and they're capable of coming back. They're able to go back and forth, because I never want to trap a spirit here or make them earthbound or feel like they can't leave because they can't leave people behind. That is real. That does happen. And that's why I told myself when I was younger, you need to wait until you're at least they've been passed for 6 months or longer. My family has taught me that, and I will continue to keep teaching that to the kids in my family, as I am their spiritual teacher, and those that were in my classes, and I teach them those same workings, because it's respectful to give them that time. As you need time, and as much as you want to hear from your loved ones, we need to give them time and give you time, because sometimes the message that they have isn't so easy to swallow.
Unique also says, I was thinking when you said I'd find my soulmate, I would have found them down there, then moving to a different state later.
Right. So Texas is not the state you will stay in. Going to Texas is a stepping stone before you go to the state that you're going to live for the rest of your life. And Texas is just that stepping stone. You're only going there for family. You're only going there for family. I don't even feel like, it seems like you want to go, but there's this voice in the back of your head that says, you don't want to go there. You remember what it's like there. You don't want to go there. That voice is there for a reason. You put that voice there. Because when you left before, that's the voice you left with. So that voice has always been with you. So just know that nothing's really changed.
Unique also says, will it be close to family? I want to be close enough to drive to them.
Yeah. It will be close to family. The thing about it is that's why you're going to that state in general, because it'll be close enough to get to family. And that's what I keep saying. This is about connecting with the family. But the thing about it is that make sure there's a few hours driving distance between them. I say that because you still need to be able to keep your sanity. And you're only getting away from the state that you're currently in is because you feel like it no longer offers you anything. And you would be right, because what you're looking for isn't there anymore. It's time to be able to move on. And you'll be able to do so with all your kids. So just know, give it time. 5 to 6 months. I'm looking at March, maybe April at the longest, if anything gets kind of pushed back a little bit, free will and people just being slow and lazy, can make your plans change. But I definitely feel like this is good for you.
Unique says, I better start packing now. March is right around the corner.
Absolutely.
The state has been pure hell since I moved here.
Right. It's not the state that you wanted to actually go to. This state was made some type of belief that it was some kind of special magical state for you. No. Wasn't the place you should have been. Not the place you should have been. Unique, hang in there, girl. I know it's tough. I know it's hard. It does get better. Like I said, keep rocking with us, girl. We're going to keep you going.
She says, I moved here for my ex-husband.
Yeah. And there's a reason he's an ex, and the reason why you were trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Like I said, girl, he's going to give up that paperwork, and he's going to move on.
And Unique says, thank you.
You are welcome, sweetheart. Thank you so much for your question tonight. I do appreciate it. Just know we got your back, Unique. We got your back. We're your cheerleaders, damn it.
She says, should I file or will he?
You need to file. You do. He's not going to. He just knows at the end he won't win the battle if he does. So you file. He won't win. All right, Unique. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. All right, I need Sierra L. 5-minute read with Sierra L. And then Tamika, get your question ready. You are on the list, but I need Sierra to come forward first.
Unique says,
go ahead.
My last question, when should I?
As soon as possible. Get it started now. It's going to take time. Everything's backed up. Get it started now. Because I feel like he's going to put up a small fight. Won't be a big one, but he'll put up a small fight. He'll kind of like refuse it.
She said, sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. I'll answer. You're good. Yes, Taylor, if you want to, you may. All right, Sierra's here.
She says, hi, loves. Not sure how to put this into words. My OP is up July 7th on T. I want to open the case. Do I even have a fight chance against him or what he did? I'm afraid if I can't open it, will I lose? The OP on him after the time is up and never see justice being served. My heart literally hurts so much with this situation.
All right. So Sierra, when it comes down to this person here, I'm going to tell you that, yeah, the energy, you need to go forward with it. I do feel like you do have a fighting chance. You know, you're never going to be able to get past this. It's always going to be in your head. It's always going to be on your mind. You're always going to feel it. You know, the thing is that there's a lot going on around you and that there's a lot of things that are going to move in a direction that you need them to go in. So if you don't do this, then that person gets away with it. If you do something, it'll be brought to the table. And I feel like you've got a fighting chance here. So you need to open the door here. You have to. And I'm going to tell you right now, you are not the only victim. You are not. Hang on 1 second. Ashley, honey, we do free readings too. All you got to do is say hi. We'll put you on the list. But the thing about it is that when you're coming through trying to make things happen, others will speak. Others will talk. Things will come out of the woodwork that you didn't think were possible. The thing is that yes, you're going to get that opportunity. You need to do this. With all of everything you've got, you need to be able to move it forward. So you need to open that door. You need to be able to get ready, get yourself together, know your story, start talking, start finding out, because like I said, there are other victims out there. Justice will be served, but it needs to be you plus others. And I know that others will come. You don't think that there are, other people, but there are. And I'm sorry that you've had to go through this. And you never had the chance to speak up. You didn't have the strength at that time.
Sierra says, I tried to when it happened, but they wouldn't take it because they said because he agreed to it.
Because that they are saying you agreed to it or that he agreed to it. I just want to make sure that we're clear on this. Because I don't see him getting his way. And even if they said that you wouldn't have a case or whatever the case may be there, that was a lie. And there are more people that are victimized by this person. You need to move forward. There's no doubt in my mind. You need to move forward. You need to get things done. You need to work for you. You need to get the system to work for you. You are not the only one. Like I said, once you speak up and you start getting things rolling, that ball is rolling, all of a sudden, people are going to come out of the woodwork. People are going to come out of the woodwork, and you're going to be shocked. And you're not going to know what to say, but to be there and have them on your side and press this further, that's only going to help you. It's only going to benefit you. It's only going to move you forward. That's what's great about this. So move it forward for yourself, because I feel like you've got cold feet about going forward because you're afraid that nothing can be done. But I'm going to tell you right now, a lot can be done. Others will come to the surface, and that'll only back you up with what you've already got going on. Sierra, I know it's hard, but definitely don't let this lie, and don't let this get away from you. Even if they say you've run out of time, don't take that as your answer. Move it forward. There is a lawyer that will take your case and help you out. Move it forward. That's what you need to do right now. All right, honey? You got a lot of people standing behind you. The energy is strong, and they're telling you the same thing. Move it forward. All right, Sierra. Thank you so much for your question tonight. We do appreciate it. All right, after Sierra with Tamika. Tamika, go ahead and throw us your question. You were next on the list. And Hannah T, get your question ready. You're right after Tamika. All right, I got Tamika's question here.
She says, hi, Journey. Hope all is good. I wanted to get your insight as always. I just came off of a beautiful 2 weeks Dubai vacation with the guy I've been with for a few years. And I wanted to ask, do you see him eventually moving to being married, or how does he truly feel about me and us? He does include me on everything, but expressing his feelings about us as he seems to shy away.
Okay. When it comes to expressing his feelings about his situation, I do get that he shies away because he doesn't know how to put into words how he's truly feeling without sounding corny or just saying things. And then there's the other part of him that feels like he needs to be a tough guy, to be the strong masculine energy. But We both know he's a soft teddy bear. You know, the energy is there. We know he can talk about it, but there's that small fear. But I don't feel like there's anything to actually worry about. I do feel that he is going to move into the realm of marriage. I do see him willing to start talking about it. You're going to get random conversations about when it comes to talking about marriage. We're looking like right after Thanksgiving, around that time frame of this year. He starts talking about marriage, like all of a sudden that's going to be a point of interest. And you're kind of like, whoa, wait a minute, what? So the energy that I feel that you got to kind of watch for is him talking about marriage, kind of asking around like, well, you know, would you ever get married? Blah, blah, blah. Kind of get him to open up because he's talking about it at that point. And then if he doesn't say anything, don't repeat the question because he avoided it. So allow him to feel that peace and comfort, like she's not pushing it. Okay. Then he gets more comfortable with it. Then I don't think you have anything to worry about. So the energy, Tamika, when it comes to him and feeling that love and feeling that energy, it's there for you. Do I see marriage for you? Absolutely. Do I feel like he's going to ask you to marry him? Yes. Am I seeing you guys actually having a wedding date? Yes. It's still another year away. So I'm seeing 2023. That's the year it popped up. So that's actually giving me a sign. Not always do we get dates, but it gave me a year, which is good. So that means between now and that time frame, we're working up towards it. So it looks good for you, Tamika. I really like the energy between the two of you. Even though it's a little bit slow compared to what you're used to, it does get better. It doesn't stay this way. So get ready for it, girl. Because it's coming. I know you got another thing. And Jay, very jelly about you being in Dubai. I didn't get the chance to go. You didn't invite me, Tamika. What's up with that? Gotta run things by me. What you laughing at over there, Billy? You know, gotta invite me on these vacations, y'all. I might not go, or I likely won't be able to go, but I like the invite. She says, wow, okay, thank you. Also, I wanted to ask also, my accident, I had it in 2019. Are we closing on this soon? You know, you're always invited. Well, girl, thank you for the invite. Sorry I couldn't make it. But when it comes down to the accident thing, unfortunately, we don't settle this year due to pushbacks, people getting tied up with things. I do see it right at the beginning of 2022, so in January. So get ready for that. So you'll finally get the funding that you're going to receive. We're going to come to a close on this, and that seems to work out. So it's a great start to the new year for you. Definitely a great start to the new year. Plus you got engagement, you get wedding plans, and it's going to be fun. You're definitely going in the right direction here. Tamika, I'm so glad I was able to answer your question. Thank you so much. You're a beautiful soul, and I'm glad that we got the chance to talk tonight. All right. Not everybody here is a beautiful soul. I love talking to all of you guys. Sierra said before she left, before we went to the next question, I've always wanted to fight this and make this was the right thing to do. Thank you. You're welcome, sweetheart.
And Tamika says, okay, it would be a good amount since I've had back surgery because of this accident.
Yeah, actually, it's a really decent amount. You're actually surprised in the amount that actually pops that they give you, because it's not the amount that they were going to offer prior. So it does get better, and you're going to be jaw-dropping shocked, and we're going to be freaking happy for you.
She also says thank you.
You are welcome, Tamika. Hang in there, girl. I know that was a rough one for you. Definitely a rough one. All right. Well, let's keep this party going, and I need Hannah T. Now, Hannah, you said this was for your mom. Go ahead and let me know. Is she typing under your account, or, you know, what is going on? I don't know if she's calling from a different name. What's she doing here? What are we doing? And Tamika said yes. All right.
Hannah says, it's a Mayretta Rumbo. Her question is, my father passed away last year. Is he trying to connect with me or anything to say to me? Yes, under mine. She doesn't have a Facebook.
All right. So when it comes to your father's energy coming forth, I do feel that, yeah, he has definitely tried to come through quite a few times. I keep seeing trying to keep certain people at bay. I feel like there's a lot of drama, a lot of sadness still circling the situation. Keep saying your mom's lost herself. She's lost who she is. And to me, it looks like she's trying to find her way back out, but I still feel like people trying to lead her in the wrong direction. Even though she's trying to do the right thing for her, she's still getting, the runaround by other people. And that's not good. His messages are to be careful, to open up, to commute, to talk to each other. You guys need to conversate with each other. Hannah, you and your mom need to build that strong bond. That way she needs somebody. Your mom is one of those people that feels that she needs somebody that she has to take care of. It's a way to feel needed. Because that's the way your father needed her, was for her to take care of him. In a different sense, not like money-wise, but for her to be able to take care of him, like being that loving wife, being that person that cares. She needs that person to care for. She needs that person to care for strongly. She feels like she's lost that in a way. The kids are independent. They do what they need to do. But he says that her sadness has really gotten pretty badly. Even though she's trying to hide it or cover it up, she needs to find things that make her happy and start doing things for herself. Doing things that make her happy. Don't let the negative in. He's putting out signs. Yes, he's trying to. Is there money missing? I keep seeing something about money and it's missing. Did he have a pension or something you guys aren't picking up on? Hannah, ask your mom, is there a pension? Is there money missing that she's trying to get from his passing? Because if you're not trying to get it, it's there. It's showing it's missing. And if you don't collect it, you're going to miss out on it. There's money that is up to you to receive. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that are you trying to get it? She said yes. Okay. Keep working on it. Even if you have to get a paid lawyer to help get you this money, because the money is yours. Technically it was his for retirement and things of that nature. That is your money. Get it back. Get it, because they're trying to claim it and they don't want to pay it out. Get that money. Make sure you get somebody on this. He says you will receive the money. That money is yours. I did this for you. Get that money. Hannah, he says to hold your head up, sweetheart. He says, I know when you're crying. And he says he doesn't understand why you let some of the people in your life the way that you do, and let some of the people treat you the way that you get treated. He says, stop letting people take advantage of you. And your mother needs to stop doing the same thing. She's letting other people take advantage of her. And she needs to stop letting people telling her to shut up or to get over it. Your mom is allowed to take as much time as she needs in order to grieve in the proper way. But it's time for her to get out and do something that makes her happy. Not what makes everyone else happy, but what makes her happy alone. Solely for herself. Whether she likes to go out and buy yarn. Go out and buy you 200 things of yarn if that makes you happy. Do it. If you like painting and you decide to do that, or you like shirts, if you like jewelry, whatever your little obsession is at that moment, you need to do it because it makes you happy. From there, you can build. You're starting to restructure. We all go through it. We all need to take that time for ourselves. He is constantly trying to put things in front of her.
Hannah also says, she said, how about her marriage?
Whose marriage? I just want to make sure because I'm talking to two people here. Hannah, I don't really see you with a marriage, so I'm assuming your mother. And I'm not quite sure. Is she remarried? Because I don't like the energy. I don't like what she's going through. Is that what's making her really upset? Is she remarried? I'm just waiting on Mayret's response. Because she should be alone. She should not be in a marriage. It apparently feels like...
Hannah says he's reincarnated right now.
He's incarcerated.
Incarcerated. I'm sorry.
Nope, I do it all the time. You guys have heard me.
This is terrible.
No, you're good, Billy. Don't worry about it. So, yeah, this is the time. If there were ever a time to divorce his ass, now's the time to do it. Sign the paperwork, make him sign it. They will make him sign it. They will make him sign it. Get away from that relationship. It is toxic and is draining her. No wonder she's so damn sad. No wonder I can't see her going out doing anything to make her happy. Holy cow. I'm seeing blocks everywhere. I didn't see that one. Holy shit. That's a big one to see. But she blocks it out. She already feels separated from him, so why would she be with him? I just thought that was a guy that she was with. Like that was a boyfriend that didn't work out. I didn't realize she was married to him. Yeah, she needs to end that. End it. Drop him like a safe in the sea. He's already in concrete. Just push him overboard. No, get rid of him. Absolutely. Get rid of that. No. That's terrible. That's terrible energy. I thought that was an ex-boyfriend. I didn't realize that's a marriage, that they're still together, because I don't feel like she's happy at all. They've been married for 12 years. It don't feel like it. It feels like they've been separated for 2. Like, disconnected. There's nothing there. Like, she has no real... She feels sorry for him, but she doesn't love him. She doesn't love him. It's not... Girl. Mama, if you're listening, dump him. Divorce. Divorce. Get the paperwork. Send it to the place that he's incarcerated at, and get rid of this marriage. It has not made you happy for 2 years. That's why I thought it was an ex. I didn't realize, because there was separation. I just assumed you guys weren't together. You don't love him anymore. You care. Like you care for a friend. But you can't say that you love him, because you don't. You don't. This isn't a good energy.
Hannah says, will I ever be mended back with my family, Mayretta?
Wherever. Are you asking, are you going to come back together with them? Because she needs to take care of some things, like destroying that marriage first, like ending it, and getting some things back on track for herself. As for the two of you, I feel like there's never been a bond that can be broken. So you can move forward, but you guys have to be the ones that mend the family. You guys have to put forth that energy. And I definitely know this, that you can make it happen. I know you don't want to hear about getting divorced, but it's what's best for you. It's the best energy that you could take. It would make you so much happier. You could be with your family. You could spend more time with your family. I feel like your family's at a distance, and I think that's why she wants to know if it could ever be mended back. It can be, but dump the loser. They've already got him locked up. You're halfway there. All you got to do is sign the paperwork and send it. They'll make him sign it. He won't have a choice. That's not something you need on you. You do not need to carry him no longer.
Hannah says there is a drug usage, and that's the biggest issue.
Even with that being the problem, you don't love him. That's the bigger problem. The bigger problem is you don't love him. You care about him. Your love for him died years ago.
Hannah says, is he going to go to prison?
Yes. Yes. I'm seeing 5 years. Prison is 5 years. He may not do all that time there because he may have some time in or something like that, and they'll use that and whatever, but the sentencing is 5 years. So I don't know how long he's been there to be 100%, but the sentencing I saw with it was 5 years. But yeah, you need, Mayretta, you need to cut the ties with this. Mend your energy with your family, bring it back. Hannah, love her, help her through this. This is not going to be easy. It will be a tough decision, but I really feel like it's best for her.
Hannah says he has a bond hearing November 18th. Will he get out then?
Only if he can post money. Only if he can. It's just a reduction hearing. It's not an actual release. They're not going to release him. I don't see them releasing him unless he comes up with some type of money. And Mayretta, do not give him money. Don't do it. Don't do it. You need to separate yourself from this. I thought you were already separated. Because he wasn't near, and I didn't feel there was love for the last 2 years. And you look like you're just staying put because you have a piece of paper that says you guys are together. Honey, you can get another piece of paper that says you're not together. Get it. You don't need that. Your dad, Hannah, it's your dad that's the one that's coming through. That, you guys, the signs are there. Pay attention to those signs. It's trying to get you to understand. You two need to come together, mend the rest of the family, but get this person out of the equation. He's keeping people at bay, and he's keeping your guys' bond strained. You don't need that type of pressure on your bond.
Hannah says, Marietta says, will she ever be fully happy and be with all of her kids?
If she can remove the toxicity out of her life, absolutely. But not a day before. And they've got to see, because it'll be like a day of celebration, them divorce papers. Him out and you divorced. He's the reason why they're at bay. Because if they speak up and they say anything, it's ill will against him, and he has a hissy fit like he's a 3-year-old child. And then Mayretta is the one that pays for it. Mayretta is the one hurting here. Nobody else is hurting here but Mayretta. Your energy is so sad that I don't understand. I thought your sadness was lying with the fact that everybody's away, but it's him. He's causing your sadness.
Hannah says, Mayretta lost custody of her youngest kids. Will she see them?
When it comes to the custody of those kids, you will get the opportunity to see them. It will be later. It'll be later on in life. I don't feel that it's anytime soon. It'll be years. I got a couple years. There's a lot you got to go through before that happens. Be a while. But you will get the opportunity and your life will be totally different. But he's also part of the reason why those kids are lost. actually is the reason why those kids are lost. It's not good. Get rid of him. Dump him. Divorce him. Boom, fries are done. Get out of the way. Done. Get out. This is the perfect time to kick him to the curb. He's going to go to prison. He needs to be divorced. And go there a single man, and his new guy can be his husband. Because he doesn't need to be with you.
Hannah says, Mayretta said, when will I be happy again? I'm fully happy.
That's up to you. You've got to start with divorce. You've got to start with the worst thing that you feel like you didn't want, but you need to do in order to make things better for yourself. You have to let that guy go so you can start the healing process. He is the cause of the main part of your problems, and you need to be able to let him go. You do not need him in your life anymore. You gotta let him go. You have to.
Hannah also says, Mayretta says, does my dad think I left him, and does he know I love him?
Doesn't think you left him, but he does know that you love him, yes. He does know that you love him. He doesn't think that you left him. Doesn't think that at all. By crossing to the other side, he feels that everything is different. And he sees things differently. And that you had something in your life that you needed to take care of. Not something that he was able to give you at that point. So there's no hard feelings and all is forgiven. It's amazing how we get the chance to cross over and see that all things forgiven. Within the last week and a half, I've had 3 family members pass and be brought back. And I tell you, there was a few things they saw, and they also saw me on the other side talking spirits. And I was like, I was here the whole time. I said, and they always do it around this time when I'm having the show with you guys. So it was really interesting that I was one of the first spirits they were capable of seeing was me. And I told them to get their ass back. And they did. Because the emergency staff did so. Yeah, but Mayretta, just know that he loves you. He knows that you love him. All is forgiven. But it's time for you to take the steps necessary to get your life back on track. Starting with getting away from the guy so you can start living your life, so you can be happy, so you can get to your fullest happiness. But you have to work towards getting this out of your life. And it will not be an easy getting rid of. It's going to take time. But once you finally do and you start to see those loved ones come back to you, they're going to make you happy.
Hannah says she doesn't want to leave him because she's scared of financial problems.
Then you'll never have your happiness. That's why you're not happy. That's why you've stayed. You don't even love this guy. You're not in love with him. You're scared that you're not going to have money. That is not a reason to stay with the person. There are things that can help you, but you've got to be willing to step away from the problem. Stop choosing the guy and start choosing Mayretta. The guy is toxic and he's not going to be there for you. How are you doing it now? When he goes to prison, he's going to be in prison for 5 years. What are you going to do? You're going to run into that same obstacle. So why not get yourself out of the problem and go get the help that you need to get you back on your feet. Because, honey, this isn't worth your time. But staying with that person because you're scared of financial problems, it's not worth it. It is not worth it, honey. And I can tell you right now, you think you're going to have more problems than you will have solutions. But actually, when you're away from him, you'll have more solutions than you will have problems. And that right there will bring you your happiness. Don't let money be your fear. You've got people that love you as long as they know for sure 100% that this guy's out of there, but they need to see that divorce. That's the only way you're going to be able to prove that to them. But if you stay with him, you're the one. That's why when you asked me, when will I find my full happiness? And I said it was up to you. That's because of answers like that. Well, I don't want to leave him, maybe because of the financial problems. You choose to stay miserable than to leave someone who's dragging you down. Someone who's a part of the reason why you lost custody of the youngest children. This is something you really, really need to take a deeper look at. You need to reflect right now on your life and say, is this really what I want?
Hannah says she's scared to be alone as well.
Because he's pushed everybody away. That's why you have fear of being alone. Once he's gone, people will start to come back. You won't be alone. And as it comes for potential lovers, that door will open, not right away, because you've got things to take care of, but that door will reopen, and you'll have that opportunity. He's got your hopes, your dreams, your self-esteem, all of it crushed. He's got you under a grip so tight, and he knew what he was doing. Now it's time to slip out and be like, forget you. I'd rather live in a trash bag than be with you. And to be miserable, and to not have anything, and to not be with my family. That is not where you need to be, Moretta. It's not where you need to be, honey. Take your power back, honey. I'm here for you anytime you need me. Hannah knows how to contact me. If you need me, let's talk. But this guy's toxic and he needs to go. Needs to go now. Like yesterday. Hannah, thank you so much for that. I appreciate your question, honey. You do have a jump for a later date, so just let me know when you want to use it, and we'll put you on the list for that day. But just Maretta, it's time to get things done.
Hannah says, Moretta says, do you see her staying clean? She also has a history of drug usage.
Thanks to him. Push her. Got to make sure that we keep her the same way. I do feel like she can stay clean, but not if he comes back to her. Nope, she'll go right back to it. He is a toxic man. And you need to get away from the toxic people. Just as I said, get away from the toxic people, get away from the toxic man. Those who love you will bring you back into the fold, but not a day beforehand. This man is a piece of shit, and he needs to be smacked off the planet. Girl, you don't need him. You're stronger than you know. And he's got you believing you're not. Take back your power. Take back your power.
Hannah says,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Thank you from the both of us. We appreciate you guys.
You are welcome. Absolutely welcome. Thank you so much, Hannah. Remember, you've got that credit on here, so we'll be more than happy to to put that together. Guys, this has been a great night so far. Don't forget, we do have a show after this one. About 30 minutes after this one, we're going to be here with Emma Rose. So if you guys miss an opportunity to get a read on this show, 30 minutes from now, we're going to be doing it again. So jump on that list and say, hey, so you guys can get on the list so we can get you guys some more readings. All right. So Taylor Washington, you also donated. You were next on the list. Nope, wrong button. Taylor, you got bells and thunder. Taylor, go ahead and throw us your question. This is for a 5-minute reading, guys. And then we're going to announce the winner of tonight's winner. All right. Taylor's here.
Taylor. Okay. Hey, Journey. I hope you're doing well. What is taking Edward so long to come back? Do you know when he will? Is he keeping tabs on me? And do you see marriage in our future? Sorry for asking the same question. Not bells and thunder. I'm coming to the next show too.
Okay. So, Taylor, when it comes down to Edward, I do feel like Edward is keeping tabs on you. And I still see him coming forward. So I do feel that he is going to come, but he is taking his time. I feel as though that if he doesn't do something soon, he feels like he's going to lose you. But at the same time, if not doing anything, he keeps overanalyzing, keeps overthinking things. He doesn't know exactly what he wants to do yet. I know that he cares about you. I know he wants to move forward, but yet he still stays stagnant. I do know that this will change. I don't feel like it's going to take too much longer, but it's all about him just getting into his head. He's overanalyzing. It's not about getting into his feelings, because the feelings are there. It's about him overanalyzing. What do I do? Well, what if I say this? What if I do this? What if I... He needs to get out of what if land.
Taylor says, Chili, I'm deleting everybody that's suspicious on my page. Because no, I like my privacy, crazy tall self.
You know, I get that too. I get that energy, and I get that you're going to get what you're looking for out of him. But it does come with time, so it's not a simple task, but you do get it. And if it wasn't there, girl, I would tell you to run. Get the hell out of Dodge. But in this case, I do feel like it's going to work itself out. I do get that he needs to stop overanalyzing. And even when he comes back, you're going to catch him in overanalyze stage. You're going to tell him to relax. So you need to stop thinking about things too hard. You think things to death. You don't get the opportunity to just relax and to move forward. And that's a problem. You know, that's a big problem.
Taylor, I'm sorry. She meant child.
Mm-hmm. No, she... Oh, Lord. So...
Taylor says, wait, so you do see marriage, or child he a little crazy?
Okay, so when it comes to marriage, I do see it. Do I see it coming next year? Absolutely. No, there's no way. You guys are still recovering, rebuilding, going in. I do see a marriage. I do see an engagement. I do see that stuff all coming up into the next year of 2022. When I actually see the marriage going through, don't kill me for this, but it's 2024. We're looking at spring, summertime, right around there. I keep seeing June as a big month for you. But it is like, we're not even in 2022 yet. We're almost there, but that's like almost 2 years away. But you guys have a lot to kind of go through, a lot to fix, a lot to build. There's a lot to go through, but at the same time, it's worth it. It's a good climb. You guys build a great foundation for each other. There won't be any more overanalyzing. There won't be any more running from our emotions.
Tyler says, wait, what? That meant years. Oh, no. What? Oh, my gosh. Tyler also says he's trying to waste my youth.
When it comes down to it, I don't feel like you're wasting your youth because this is going to be the man that you marry. So it's not really a waste because he's still getting and you're still getting. It's just about having the actual wedding. And I feel like you guys have different plans for how this wedding should be. And that's what takes it so long is the planning option is like 8 months you guys take to plan this. So it's going to be a long, like, going back and forth of how you want to do it. So because of the 8-month planning process, that's why we're looking at 2024. I know it sounds like it's so far away, but it actually isn't, because as we go into 2022, you guys work on all of your issues. So you finally get through all that. And then after you get through that, you're going to be very happy, very content. You guys talk about wedding, you talk about that stuff. So you start getting towards the end of 2023 with a solid foundation, a great relationship working. Now we start talking about marriage, and it's within the end of that year, going into the beginning of the next year, planning, plotting, getting things done, and then you finally have a wedding.
Taylor says, I hope you don't try to be cheap. Ever since I asked about the car, him and his little Subaru cheapness, I'm scared.
Well, see, the thing is that you don't have to worry about the wedding being a cheap one because he doesn't want to be seen as cheap. And I know you're going to laugh when I say this, but he bought you that car because of its reliability, not because it was cheap. He knows them to be reliable. That was in his mindset. That's it. Taylor, thank you so much for your question. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on, girl. Hang on. Yeah, I think that was the 5. Yeah. I was like, did she get the 5 or did she do something else? Yeah, she did the 5. All right, Taylor. That was your question.
She says, what? Wow. And thank you.
Yeah, so the wedding's going to be killer. It's going to be great. Jenny, if you're wanting to donate, you need to do it now so we can get through because we got like 8 minutes. So I would only do a 5-minute. If you don't, we've got another show in 30 minutes after this show. So that's up to you, Jenny.
She says, no, I got 5 and I'm coming back. Jenny Craig.
But yeah, guys, don't worry. We have another show coming up after this one. So if you guys want to talk with Emma, you can do so. But guys, tonight's winner, drum roll, please. Tina M. Tina, are you still with us? You are tonight's winner. Tina M. Is Tina still with us? Tina. Oh, hang on. I got something for you, Tina. Here we go. Wait, wrong button. Damn it. There we go. I am not having luck with these buttons. Jenny from the box says, it's been a while since I bothered Journey. It's never a bother, Jenny. All right, Jenny, you threw in for the 5. So Jenny, throw it at me. Hit me with your best shot. I know it's going to be about love life, but she's like, I know you said not to ask about it, but I'm going to ask about it anyway. Billy, that means laugh.
Jenny says, love readings, duh.
All right, Jenny, hit me with that question, girl. RZ Mahar, this is going to be our last question of the evening on this show. But if you wait in 30 minutes, Emma Rose is going to be on. So jump right on that show when it starts in 30 minutes. Say hi so you can be put on the list as fast as possible.
Jenny says, give me some tea, Journey. What's coming up for me?
All right. So when it comes to you finding love, I do see that finally. Yeah, I know.
She's still single.
Okay. So when it comes down to the situation with you, I do see that going into the new year, you won't be single. You will be seeing somebody. Bye, Cornelia. I always want to say hi to her, but I never get the opportunity. But yeah, so you're going to find somebody, Jenny. It looks like in December, so we're going into, I would say, probably around the second week of December is when this person walks into your life. Good chemistry. Looks like a coffee shop. Is there somewhere that you're going to get coffee? Are you doing coffee in the morning or something like that, or at noon? But I keep seeing this guy walking into you. Guys kind of talk a little bit, and you go away. You talk a little bit, and then you go away. And that's going to start happening. I'm getting 2 weeks from now is when the first connection happens. But the actual talking, like being more talkative, crossing paths, giving numbers, things like that, this energy is going to be a wow energy.
Jenny says, well, that's good news. Well, I like him. And a laughing emoji.
Well, the thing is that you do like him. It starts off as small talk, but it definitely moves into a different direction. So that's how I'm seeing it coming about.
She says, I go every morning to get coffee and a little shop in my job.
Well, then that's how you're going to meet him. Because it's showing me a coffee shop. And it's small conversations, little by little. No, he does not work at the coffee place. Just making sure we make that clear. But definitely feel like, this is going to be good. Like I said, small talk builds up. Really starts to like. He's super funny. I get that he's really tall. I'm seeing curly hair, but it's short.
She says, oh, so cute. Dead.
The thing is that even though you gave me skull and crossbones, it's all good. I get him to be tall. Let's say anywhere between 6 foot to 6'2", medium build, more on the muscular tone build. So no chicken arms for you. It'll be a little bit of muscle. We can pick you up and throw you around a little bit. The energy looks good. I get that he's funny. He's very smart, very computer savvy. Amazing tech work when it comes to him. Like, this man can write codes. Like, that's the type of brain he has. That's the way he processes.
She says, LOL. Okay, Journey, will I mess this up? LOL, I always mess this up.
See, that's the same thing he's thinking too. He feels it's like, I'm going to screw this up. I'm going to mess this up. That's why he doesn't have anybody currently, because he always feels like he's going to screw it up. Well, neither one of you are going to screw it up. Yes, you guys are going to be super nervous to talk to each other. That's why I feel like it takes a while to build, but then you guys actually start having conversations, and he says things funny. He's got dry humor, so it's funny, but sometimes it's hard to tell if he's joking. But, he 99.9% of the time, he's telling a joke. He's only serious when it comes to business. Other than that, he's fun. He's, full of light and love. He loves the stuff that you do, and you guys will find that out. Same TV stuff, same radio. genre of music. You guys are all going to like the same things. So it's going to be a really cool connection. So get ready for that. Jenny, it's going to be amazing. I'm super excited for you. About 2 weeks this begins. So right before we go on Thanksgiving. But Jenny, thank you so much for your question. It's awesome. I'm glad you came to me, and I'm happy I was able to get you a love reading, because you don't always get one.
She says, "Oh, yay! Thank you. Thanks, Journey."
You're welcome, sweetheart. You're
Emojis.
welcome. All right, so Jenny, hang tight, hang tough. Get your coffee in the morning. Get ready. You're gonna run into them. Small talk, small talk, small talk. Finally, exchange an actual conversation, and then it goes from there.
You the bomb.
Back at you, sweetie. Jenny from the block. Well, Billy, it is over. This show has run its course, but we have another one in 30 minutes.
I know, so exciting.
All right. Well, Billy, thank you so much for joining me tonight and reading the questions for me. And I want to thank everyone for joining us here. This has been great. We just raised another $10 to go towards our foundation for Toys for Tots. Super excited, guys. That puts us at $104 for the Toys for Tots. Thank you guys so much for your donations. They mean a lot. And thank you guys for being here. And I'm so glad I've been able to answer your guys' questions. Stay tuned. 30 minutes from now, we're going to be here with Emma Rose. Until then, this is Journey Ryan signing off. See you in 30 minutes.